Let's get some more analysis on where we are in the wake of the budget. The post-budget address today with me is Andrew Clennell. We heard your question to the Treasurer. Good question in terms of does he feel like a hypocrite after his previous comments about the Coalition's policy. You've got some fresh mail ahead of the budget reply tomorrow night as well?
Yes, Kieran, it's my understanding there will be a response from the opposition to the tax cuts in tomorrow night's budget reply speech. So you could suppose a bigger tax cuts package. That bit of it's speculation, but I have been told there will be a response. It will come tomorrow night. So we're not going to be left hanging here before the Prime Minister calls the election as early as Friday and waiting for the campaign for what the Coalition's going to do. Well, I guess we'd been wondering about this and saying, are they taking a massive risk here? Well, they're going to do what we advised them a couple of hours ago by the sound, not that they might have been listening, but the logical political thing to do, which is try and nip this thing in the bud. I mean, it's the sort of thing I guess you could give the newspapers tomorrow even, couldn't you, if you had a plan? So that is where we are going this week. Will that change the decision of the Prime Minister as to timing? That's the other question out of it. But as I've said to you earlier, I believe that the Prime Minister hasn't made a decision on when to call the election, likely for May 3, but Friday, Saturday and Sunday are all being looked at as options. So just repeating again, my understanding from senior opposition sources is there will be a response to the government's tax cuts policy in the budget reply speech from the Opposition Leader tomorrow night.
Yeah, so that makes political common sense, doesn't it, Andrew? Because if you went to the election without a response in terms of tax cut, and I know it's a very modest, meagre tax cut, and it's been criticised, mocked by some, but even that said, if you didn't have some response to it, you would be quite exposed, wouldn't you?
It would be an extraordinary situation, but I think, so there were two questions. Would they seek to better it? I reckon the answer to that is now yes. And the other one is when would they announce that? And the answer, as I understand it, at least into their intentions, is tomorrow night, which makes sense. You don't want this running on too long into a campaign and wait a week and announce yours. So I guess both sides were in the situation waiting for the other to blink. Jim Chalmers and Anthony Albanese blinked. They put out theirs. Now we wait and see what Peter Dutton does.
It's a massive speech. We've said that many times. This is a huge one for Peter Dutton. Andrew, thank you as always.